Here we go, part 2 of meeting Boppa. Carrying right on. Subscribe to the channel, rap related. Listen, you getting the real here. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're getting everywhere else, but what you're getting here, you're getting it pretty real right here, bro, homie. Meeting Boppa, let's just talk, man. Boppa, like my little brother, man. I mean, we lived 2 doors down. We did everything together, you know what I mean? We grinded on the streets together. You know, I remember going into the game. About 2 years later, he came into the game. You know what I mean? And then, you know, that was crazy, man. I could go on. Man, this could be too many parts because I'm trying to keep it rap related, because you go to the block and how wild it was, us running from cops all the time, laughing about it, the stuff we went through, man, on the block alone, grinding, getting paper. You know what I mean? The Deuces Wild, the swag, you know, just being a Deuce nigga, period, was crazy. Like I said, we rapped since we were kids. I remember he was Debonair and I was MC Rhythm. You know what I'm talking about? When we were kids, do Debonair and Rhythm. You know what I mean? After I was Marky D, I went on to be in Rhythm. I remember we was Debonair and Rhythm. Then there was Debonair and Matt Bittens. And Matt Bittens, that was me. That was abbreviations for macking all the bitches and taking those shorts. You know, these old school names had long abbreviations. But that was, you know what I mean? Matt Bittens. But I remember our group name, though. Double Impact. You know what I'm saying? I remember we was Double Impact at the time of the youngsters at ABC. Like I said, we had a joint, man. We had a lot of joints. Seriously, we had a joint called Detention. I'm in detention because I didn't pay attention in class. And when I get out of school, I'm going to haul ass home because my mom's going to whoop me because she found out that I play hooky. Teachers harass me. Girls walk past me. I can't say nothing. I think that was that Bop verse of mine? No, that was Bop's verse. And then my verse on Detention came in. I'm in detention. Mind you, we like middle schoolers. Middle schoolers. My verse was like, I'm in detention and it's 3:15. I'm thinking of all the places I could be. I bet my boys at the park swinging on the swings, talking to the cutie, saying all kinds of things. And I bet she's a cutie, 100% big fat booty. And they probably about to play kung fu and I'm stuck in here for something I ain't do. My teacher said something, class clown. I said something. Said you wasn't thinking of that when you ripped my poster down. Then all of a sudden, an emergency call. His 4-year-old son had taken a bad fall. He said, go home. And I said, Audi. Matter of fact, I said it kind of rowdy. He walked out the class and slammed the door. He yelled out in the hall, tomorrow till 4, detention. How is that still in my mind, yo? Detention. Bop remember that. Double Impact. Then we got the other joint, Stepping on the Raw Scene. Double Impact. The female dream will through a puddle of mud and still come out clean. I know you're thinking to yourself, how can the brother be so fly? Have a girlfriend singing Johnny Gill. My. Yo, man, are you joking? No, I'm not. Oh, man, are you kidding? No, I'm not joking. Bend her over. Like Clarence Carter, I'll be stroking. Fee-fi, a fee-fi, faux-fum. I smell the blood of a wannabe rhythm, but there's only one rhythm, and that rhythm is Millsy. Trying to mess with this, you must be Bug Dillsy or Debonair. You know what I'm saying? Grab the microphone and tell them that you ain't playing. My name is Debonair, and it's stupid for me to repeat it. The girls say I'm conceited or something. I don't care what they say, because I am who I am. Shining over rappers like a Ruby or a Gem. Uno dos. You'll hear where the fuck is the trees? Now come in. We don't need no groupies. Get the hell out of my face. We don't need no crazy hairstyles just to get attention. Lyrics come out my mouth like a lyrical convention. When I get old, I hope I own a Mercedes. Bop will say, to pick up all the girls? I say, no, to pick up all the ladies. Girls walk around with the big booty. Come again, walk around. Yo, we were ill. We were ill as kids, bro. That was Double Impact. The neighborhood buzzing as kids, bro. This was when Bop was playing ball on and off, but I was always rapping. So when he felt like rapping, we were Double Impact. Then we went on from that. We were rated R. This was back when the Onyx movement came out with that hardcore yelling sound. Gun, shut him up, hey. We were rated R because we were rated R, me, Bop, and then it was like I was like trying to make Crumb be like a Sticky Fingers. It was hilarious. Crumb is not a rapper, but I ghost wrote this verse for Crumb, who's also known to y'all as Wally. I ghost wrote a verse for him. I never forget it. And he's talking about something. It's this. I wrote the verse. He said, and he came on last, going all crazy. It's the sneaky Wally, and I buck a nigga down straight from 5'2", the new improved ghetto. If you're down, I'm a militant man with the mic in my hand or with the gat in my hand. So never ever try to rise for my land, cause I'm straight from Woodland Ave. Put a nigga on his ass. Yeah, man. Yeah, so I go through that jar for him. Listen, man, that's when we were kids, and that's like funny stuff, man. Yo, day ones remember that stuff, man. But anyway, we went on once we got older in street game, maturing in street game, man. Deuces Wild was like, dude, it's a wrap, dude. Man, I'm gonna have to play. Maybe on if there's a part 3, or maybe you're gonna get some Deuces Wild stuff. Just don't even worry about it. I'm gonna leak some stuff. You're gonna get some Deuces Wild stuff because we come together as special. But yeah, Boppa, I remember Stevie G after the job with me, the deal job didn't go through. I remember me and Bop being shocked. We went to Priority, and they felt us. Cassidy killed it that day, and we met Cassidy, in the truck with Stevie G. I had already known him as the Bull called B, but he was just changing his name to Cassidy, and we greeted each other, and it was fly. We went there that day, Priority. What would mess me up sometimes when I would go in places, I don't know if it was Priority at the time, it was somewhere else, but sometimes we would walk in offices, man. People would know us. People would know me, man. I remember a couple times when them offices, New York, they really take this thing as a business, especially back then. I would walk in offices, man, and people knew me. And they just like, Big Poe. I guess they knew me from hearing when I did in Philly, the Source stuff, and following. I don't know, but I was just like, yo, cats will know you, man. And New York thing is really a business. You know what I mean? Them dudes, it's hard to slide anything past them if you ill. You know what I mean? But anyway, long story short, we went to Priority Rap for them. And I think Cassidy something better that day. To me, the boy wanted to deal with us as a group. Stevie G didn't sound like he was interested, and we weren't interested in it. We came as me and my man. Like, we just met Cassidy and respect him as a rapper, but we didn't want to be a group. Who knows how that could have turned out? You know what I mean? What y'all let me know how y'all think that probably have been hot, because I respect him as one of the best rappers from Philadelphia, Cassidy. But yeah, Cassidy, I was like, oh, he getting nasty that day. You know what I mean? So that was dope meeting him, and respecting him. He's fierce. You know what I mean? Also, one of the guys he was a guy recruiting people for Rough Rider. Now, here's a weird story. The guy came down from New York, I believe. Yeah, from New York. Okay. Get past the Stevie G time. Okay. I believe this was past that now we just done with him, I believe. And guy named Durkis, shout out to Durkis. Durkis, I forget the girl's name. I don't think she had connects in New York, so they was feeling what we were doing. Durkis been wanting to work with us forever. Always coming around like, yo, what's up, man? I want y'all to do this. I want to see what he wants to do. Sometimes we would try to duck Durkis just because we were young boys, wild, and he was different than us. Durkis was more soft-spoken, like regular, guy, preppy kind of. We were trying to duck him, you know what I mean? It was just like, wow. But we was at the same time like, all right, man, let's see what's what. So they wanted us to be heard by this guy was coming down. They had told him about us, or the guy had heard about us, something. And he wanted to come down to hear us, but he wanted to hear me and Bob. And also, it was another another duo that I think Durkis and them had known or something like that, or they came from somewhere, but it was another duo. And when he came to hear us, both duos, Poe, Deuces Wild, Bop and Poe, and the other duo, they did their thing first, and then when me and Bop went up, man, we just went crazy. The room was like, it was sweating. It was ridiculous. We just went crazy, man. I mean, we mopped that room up. You know what I mean? Like, dude, we blazed it. The ball of mine was blown. You know what I mean? The guy who was recruiting from Rough Rider. So now he's wanting us. But, we never, one thing about me is I'm integrity. Like I said in one of my songs, I said, had other opportunities, but I was too loyal. Like, if you introduce me, then I ain't going to backdoor you. That's me with anybody. Loyalty is just loyalty. I never, ever wanted to make it off of stepping on somebody else's toes or just like crossing somebody or backdooring somebody. That's not me. So the boy liked us, but later on, like a couple days later, so we blazed the room. He wanted us bad, to deal with us bad. But for whatever reason, I don't think he wanted to go through Durkis and the girl, the manager, you know, they weren't our personal managers, but they were trying to get this deal. Shoot, they'll be our managers if they got us that deal, introduce us to the right person. So they the ones introduced us to him. He was trying to go around them now. He pulled up, through some guys, I guess he went telling some people, yo, y'all know about Big Poe or whatever. And some guys that knew me from Philly bring him through the deuce, bring him through my block. You know what I'm saying? And he like jumps out, you know what I mean? Big Poe, yo, boom, boom. Yo, man, we trying to bang with y'all, man. Yo, man, you know, forget them, and we trying to deal with y'all. I don't know what they talking, because I guess they were trying to do their negotiations, Durkis and the girl. But he like trying to skip around them and just get me to say, yo, let's roll out New York. Let's go deal with them. I want to lock y'all in the room with Kissing Styles, you know what I mean? Which sounds scary, but I always wanted to do, you know what I mean? Be locked in a room with the heavyweights and locked in the booth and just, you know, letting it all go, you know what I mean? That's what you live for as a rapper, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, get y'all up there, man. Yo, y'all stuff is raw. I gotta get you DIY them to hear y'all, blah, blah, blah. But it just was like, I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna talk to them, man. They gotta, you know, did you talk to whatchamacallit and them? You know, Durkis and the girl, you know. So basically, long story short, I wasn't about to just go and just, I would have never knew this man if I wasn't introduced to this man by Durkis and his partner, the late, I forget her name. So sorry, I forget her name. She was cool though. They were strictly business. You know what I mean? But I would have never knew this man. So I think a couple days later we let know like, yeah, we seen the boy. Yeah, he trying to, you know, he wanted to deal like go, but I ain't trying to go around y'all. But what's up? Because the boy sound really interested. You know, I ain't trying to bump y'all out the picture. I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? But blah blah blah. So evidently, I guess things really went bad because I think they probably went and told him. I don't know what they went and said to him or why'd you try to, you know, go around us or whatever. But Bop said he saw the boy at a concert. I wasn't with him or something. He's like, yo, why Poe do that, man? You know, or whatever. They were salty, you know what I mean, or whatever. That like, I'm like, yo, I don't think I did nothing, bro. I'm not going around nobody. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody like I ain't got to tell nobody. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just, you know, speaking, saying what's up. I'm trying to get the deal. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna go around them to get the deal. But yeah, that's a long story. So yeah, so that the hood was buzzing. Remember back then, dude, you're buzzing off of word of mouth. There's no social media. Everything you had to do, you had to be blazing to do it. Like I said, they put pit bulls in a room and let them fight. You know what I mean? You had to be blazing to do it. So we was blazing and we created a buzz, you know, off of word of mouth, and everywhere we went, tearing it down. And you know what I mean? So, you know, that's how that went, man. But we done many things, man. Together, and it was fun, always fun times, wild times, man. Just wild times, bro. Wild times. You know, Bop would love the fact the different vehicles and the Range Rovers and Jags. You know, just riding around, being, you know, always you in the city. You're always doing something. We going on these trips, you know, and a lot of the cars and nice stuff that Bop would always like to rap about, because like this is what his pursuit is for. You know what I mean? You know, Bop real flashy boy, so he was loving that part. You know, I was just loving just trying to get to the dream, man. Trying to get to the dream. You feel me? Jay Irvin, Dr. J, the great Dr. J's son, Jay Irvin, who was the manager for journalists. Also, we had a period of time, Jay Irvin and daggone it, Patti LaBelle's son. Man, I feel so bad. I'm forgetting names. Patti LaBelle's son and Teague from 24th Street, South Philly, and Reggie Reg from South Philly, 24th Street. They wanted to bang with us, so they were forming this group. They were forming this company, Quake Entertainment. Okay? Jay Irvin and Patti LaBelle's son. So they had journalists, was dealing with journalists. Journalists were doing a lot of stuff with cannabis. Journalist is amazing, and so Murder Mill knew that. I think word got to Mill, because remember, me and Mill both was supposed to have to deal with Jive Records. Mill his deal was accepted, so now Murder Mill went on making, you know, his stuff, his album with the song with Mac on it, and Hot Boys, and You Know How We Ride Out, Philly Boys, and You Know How We Ride Out. The one where Mac says, you know, Mac the Philly cat with that official flow, the pistol blow, especially if your wrist on glow, rocks in the watch looking like a disco show. something like, yo. And basically, Murder Mill, we on the Deuce in front of Bop door, which is 2 doors down from my crib. Murder Mill's riding through the hood. He pulls over because Murder Mill know that we not dealing with Steve no more. So Murder Mill like, man, them dudes is free agents. And I guess Murder Mill knew about the Quake Entertainment, what they was trying to form. So Tigo and Reg was Murder Mill homies, the South Philly connection. So he like, yo, these boys, Big Poe and Boppa, you know what I mean? You gotta hear these boys, So he pull up, yo, Big Poe, he pull up, Mill pull up. Get out, what's up, Murder Mill? We shaking hands or whatever. He like, yo, man, y'all, I want y'all to meet these boys. They want to hear y'all, man. These boys they want to hear y'all, man. I told them about y'all. These boys, Quick Entertainment. You know, Jay Irvin and Patty LaBelle, son, they trying to do something. You know what I mean? So he put us on to them. Long story short, this is how we meet the journalist, Fortune. It was a rapper named Fortune. It was journalist Fortune and Nah. Her name was Nah, girl rapper. And we was gonna form, like, he was trying to form this big group. We would still be Deuces Wild, but as a clique, you know, we were like Quake Entertainment. So it was like, dude, these were some of the most intense studio sessions known to man. You know what I mean? Also, me and Bop met Miss Jade together also. Miss Jade used to roll with these girls. What were they named? Something, but I know they were supposed to be on a hook. They did a hook. Man, wait, they did a hook for us, and then there was another one he was going to do called Fuck With The Wild If You Want To. Wait, what joint did we do? Oh, no. We did a couple of joints, but Jade was on one of the hooks, I think, singing. They were like a singing group, but Jade was a rapper, but she could also sing. So I think she was with them on this one that we got called, it was like, what y'all niggas want to do, we got it, yeah. What? It was one of the most unbelievable songs you ever heard. And this was stuff that we was creating. That song was special because we was creating that song with intent for Rough Rider to hear it, because this is when that Rough Rider situation was going on. You know, it was in the works, or the boy trying to get us to D and Y and them, but that friction happened. But getting back on topic, getting back to the Quick Entertainment thing, journalists. You talk about me, journalists. This boy Fortune was nasty from South Philly, and Q, not Q. She was a developing girl rapper, and she could be nasty you know what I mean? She was nice. And shout out to her, shout out to Fortune. I'd be wondering whatever happened with Fortune. He was a beast. And shout out to journalists. Of course, y'all know the journalist, man. One of the illest lyricists. You wait till I do the top 10 Philly list. He's on it. One of the illest. Wordplay. The boy was an animal. So we went in unbelievable sessions. Me and Bop, I mean, you talk about, like, it was a battle royal every time. It was all of us on the same track. So, and those tracks was floating around on the street when we was recording them. It was just like, yo. I remember us in the studio one day, he was recording. I remember Siegel being recording up the hallway, him coming down like, yo, Big Poe, what's going on? Y'all doing? Oh, y'all got Poe in here? Yeah. Oh, he's the real deal. And hearing some of our stuff, and Murder Mill coming down, showing love, like, yeah, I told y'all, these boys is crazy. You know, talking to them, you know. And he was happy for them because now they was dealing with us, you know. But really, it was like a courtship. We were trying to see if we wanted to deal with them. But it was like, they were just like wanting to put us in the studio every day. Just keep getting songs out of us as a group, like all 5 of us. And those songs, I'm gonna leak them. I got Mike Bipper. He be having a hold of everything. We got to get with Mike Bipper to get some of these, to dig in these vaults. You know what I'm saying? But it was joints on there. The journalist was going crazy, and me and Bop were just going crazy. We were just highlighting it, killing it. You know what I mean? That's when I was just like, yo, it felt good seeing Bop, because we couldn't rap there. We was rapping. We were all individuals. It was a battle royal, and it was good just seeing me and Bop a lot of times. Me, Bop, and Journal was definitely in the mix. In the battle royal, being like the last 2 dudes left for the battle royal. Now it's like, yeah, come on, we got to get it on with each other. So we was going in every day, so nobody would hear each other's verse. It would just come in, lay a verse, go home, you going home, making another verse. By 5 o'clock the next day, back in the studio, drilling another verse. And that's where I did some, it was, the verse, it was just getting crazy. And at that time also, I'll get into it later, this was me now inwardly, like, nah, I'm stepping my game up. I need to be better than Beanie Siegel. This was after meeting him. Just like, yo, it was like, yo, so motivated. It's like, yo, I don't like the fact that when we met, I feel as though I wasn't the best rapper in the room. You know what I mean? I'll get into that story. You know, Siegel, he left with my respect when our first time meeting. But I just felt as though, it's just in me, man. I always want to be better. And I always say I've never, been outshined twice. You know what I mean? If somebody ever outshine me, you won't outshine me twice. You know what I mean? So I'm just on fire right now. I'm in there just going crazy. I'm like, it's war with everybody lyrically. I'm just like, I'm on fire. I had one joint. All I used to know was cartoons and comic books. Till I concentrated on the mill and the time it took. Explain this, I play dangerous with finer crooks, going through changes, man. I live within the lines and hooks, flipping the hood to live on the outskirts. Hot night, play it light, y'all know how the clout work. Man, I spit till my lips and my mouth shirt. Lips and my mouth hurt, can't even pack, cause the clip is sticking out my shirt. Dick stay in your chick, you probably wanted in the dirt. Broadcast your side on like you wanted your wife to flirt. The heat came, flip pounds, keep cane. Keep backing up, I'm acting buck where your peeps hang. I ain't into cheap things, plenty expenses. In fact, I ain't going to let my squad do the lynch. It was crazy. And then Bop had his stuff. You dig Bop? Guess you like that drill hot shit, that V12 600 run the block shit. He was coming in with his swag. Listen, these songs were amazing, but that was a time that another time I was just proud. But I knew at that point, I always knew Bop was an animal. But it was fun. I was just going in there every day, just, this South Philly crew, these guys, we had the support, and it was like they wanted to deal with it so bad. But they were just so amazed at our style, because we bring in that Southwest slang. They like, yo, they from South Philly, so they used to hearing everybody, everybody wants to rap like Siegel. And if you from North Philly, everybody wants to rap like Major Figures. But it's like, here these guys from Southwest Philly, there's something they never heard of. They like, yo, these dudes on this Southwest slang, this is insane. But yeah, in a nutshell, man, they were offered us a couple thousand. They were just trying to hold us down. But me and Bob, at the same time, we were grinding on the block. We was flipping pounds and pounds and pounds of weed. So we were seeing bread, and what they offered us wasn't enough. At that time, we still didn't have a real respect for independency. They were trying to do something independently, but what they offered us wasn't enough. You know what I mean? It was like a couple stacks, but it was like, dude, we could do that with a couple flips. That was at that time, we were just making a lot of bread off the block and just rapping, swag. Everything was on the 1,000, man. But long story short, man, Boppa is a problem. This guy on his A game is a real problem. It's like when Biggie used to say about Jay-Z, the only rapper that scared him was Jay-Z. Well, I'll say one of the only rappers that scared me is Boppa. It's like, yo, I'm glad it's like, keep your enemies close. He's like my rap enemy. I got to keep him close. You feel me? But yeah, that's Boppa. That's meeting Boppa, man. Y'all get ready for that Immortal, that Deuces Wild mixtape. That's coming your way, man. And you already know what I'm doing on the solo side. Got a series of stuff coming your way. And pay attention to Wordplay Thursdays right here. Subscribe to the channel, Big Poe, Rap Related. Or Rap Related with Big Poe. Type it in on YouTube, because every Thursday, man, I'm dropping a freestyle. But I ain't dropping freestyles, dude. I'm dropping songs. I'm dropping like 2 verses and a hook. Pay attention to it every Thursday. It's just getting crazy, bro. But that's meeting Boppa. Until next time.